Not only have I been thinking about this speech for a long time, but we've been planning this wedding for even longer. Amy, for years, has talked about this day. What kind of dress she would wear, what the first dance song would be, the bohemian vibe with the flowers and the cool candles, and all the other details that you see here, she had pinned down long ago. Just one thing was missing. So Stoney, let me start by welcoming you to Amy Coyne's wedding.
This is just a combination of just so many good things, and we're just so thrilled to be able to share it with our friends and our family. And the funny part is that I've known Stoney's parents my entire life, and I never thought that we would get together and have our kids meet, and not only meet, but to fall in love and become a couple.
This is my first son that has gotten married. I have a daughter. So this is the first in our family, and it's quite emotional. It's just a wonderful day for all of us.
I want to start by thanking the parents of the groom and bride, John and Lynn Coyne, and Chris and Jane Van Horn. Without them, this day would not be possible. They also raised two amazing people. Stoney and Amy, couldn't be happier for you two. Amy, you look gorgeous today. And Stoney, you look pretty decent today too. I could tell all those hours in the gym have paid off.
Yeah, there's a famous Irish poet, Oscar Wilde, and he said, always be yourself, because everybody else is taken. Amy has lived that as her life. She is very comfortable in her own skin. She is very proud of who she is. She is a very strong and determined woman. And I look forward to the two of them getting to know each other in this new phase of their life.
The first draft of this speech, written in 2006, began with the 3 rules of life. And if you know my father, I'm sure you've heard them many times. Or maybe you notice them as the names of the cocktails tonight. They've been rules in my family for multiple generations, and he has ingrained them in us since we were little girls. Now, my dad said that in any situation that we found ourselves in, one of these 3 rules would be the answer in what to do. Now, I heard what my dad said, but I learned how to apply them from my one and only older sister. I've always admired how fearless you can be. You were a bit of a badass growing up, and not in the way that you broke rules. Well, you maybe broke some rules, but that led you to a place feeling comfortable to take risks that I never innately had. I watch in awe as Amy follows her passions, lives life to the fullest, chases after her dreams, no matter the cost. Sorry, Dad. And sorry, Stoney.
Throughout our friendship, girls have come and gone. The one gripe they always had, oh, Marty's coming with us? Stoney, why can't it just be us? Why do you always pick Marty over me? Then Stoney started telling me about this really cool girl he met named Amy. Said, all right, I'll give her a chance. I knew Stoney wasn't gonna ditch me. And then it happened. He stopped calling me, stopped asking me to be his third wheel. Every chance he got, he was with Amy. I knew things were getting very serious about 4 months into the relationship. We were at a party together up in northeastern PA, or NEPA. Amy looked right at me. Just deal with it, Marty. I will be marrying Stoney.
My daughter Amy is a wonderful person, very loyal, very opinionated, but it's the person you want to have your back at all times.
The ability to be comfortable, to be genuine, is a rare commodity, and it's one of the things that I've always admired about Amy. One of the things that I can say is that Amy Stoney is that person that will always tell you where you stand. In high school one time, she was having a problem, and she said to me, "Why would I talk behind someone's back when I can simply tell it to their face?"
I'm gonna read them, but he said, "I know we decided not to write our own vows, but I wanted you to know what our marriage means to me in words." And then that's what all this long. That's very nice. Oh, God, I didn't read that. That's important too, because I don't like getting up early, and he does. Oh my God. It's beautiful. What? Holy stunning.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh my God.
Stoney is truly a very heartfelt, sensitive, loving man.
Easiest man in the world to talk to. He epitomizes the best friend. He is loyal, always there for you, always listens, and will do anything in the world for you.
I knew right off the bat that this was a match made in heaven. They both had a lot in common, and I knew that Stoney would be happy with Amy.
So, Stoney, I will tell you, she will never give up on you, and she will work her ass off on your marriage. This is a person who loyalty is of paramount importance. Whether it's her family or her friends, she may always tell you the truth, but she will always have your back.
There we go, boys. To Stoney and Amy for bringing all of us together. Stoney for being the greatest guy I know. He'd do anything for us, and now we're all here for him. Congrats, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
I thought he was great. So one of the first times I met him, Amy was like, "I'm gonna marry him." And I'm like, well, that's a really bold statement. You've been dating for a month. But I was like, I agree with you. I really think you are.
My daughter, after her first date with him, said, "Mom, he's really special." And I could tell by the tone of her voice how important he was to her.
Tori's up there. Come here, Tori. Tori, come here, give me a treat.
I love you.
You like it?
Crazy.
Is that pretty?
It really is.
You all right?
I think they are definitely soulmates. They have a lot in common. They both love sports, and they both speak their mind, and they're just very content with each other, and I can see it in their eyes.
Amy and Stoney, marriage is a commitment to life and to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It is a physical and emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, commitment is stronger, even anger is felt more strongly, but passes away more quickly. Marriage understands and forgives the mistakes life is unable to avoid. It encourages and nurtures new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing love through the seasons of life. When two people pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique unto themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. Marriage is a promise, a potential, made in the hearts of two people who love and take a lifetime to fulfill. And so, as the family and friends of Stoney and Amy, we are here to share with them this joy and hope, and to see them off on the path they will walk together. May it be a path of blessedness, bright with flowers of prosperity and spiritual awakening, a path of ever deepening, ever broadening love that will travel arm in arm throughout eternity.
The proposal was here at Gulph Mills Golf Club, very much to the surprise of Amy. Stoney pulled it off without a hitch.
I remember Stoney giving me a call in advance of the proposal, and you could just hear the excitement in his voice. He was smitten.
Oh, the proposal was a really special day for me because I was with Stoney before the proposal. We were here in Conshohocken. We had a pedicure together. We picked out flowers together to give to Amy, and it was just a perfect mother-son special day.
I think the best moment is when the bride is walking down the aisle, and being a bridesmaid, you get a really amazing view of Stoney the whole entire time, and I thought that was awesome. Because we had seen Amy all day long, and like we knew she looked amazing. Like when she put her dress on, it was unreal. But to see his face when she was walking down the aisle was really awesome.
I, Amy, take thee, Stoney, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance. And thereto I pledge thee my faith.
I, Stoney, take thee, Amy, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance.
And thereto I pledge thee my faith.
And thereto I pledge thee my faith. In token and pledge of the vow between us made.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
In token and pledge with the vow between us made.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Didn't drink that much, sorry.
I love Stoney. He is such a tremendous addition to our family. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and I am so proud of you because you do that. I never have to worry about your love for my daughter because it is on your face 24/7.
The luckiest person here tonight is Stoney Van Horn. You really hit the jackpot. We had you pegged for the long haul early on. Actually, like pretty much your first date. Amy called me and said, "Kelly, how good does Amy Van Horn sound?"
Stoney and Amy complement one another in so very many ways. The happiness and joy I've seen in Stoney makes me happier than one could ever imagine. It goes without saying that they are truly perfect for one another. The great marriages, the really great marriages, bond together two supportive, loving families who always look out for their own. One of the greatest blessings in my life was being granted a true best friend, or in other words, buddy from birth. I cringe at the thought of where my life would be without him, and can now smile at the thought of him bringing Amy into his. To Amy and Stoney, in this moment, words are completely inadequate. I love you both and wish you nothing but a lifetime of health, happiness, and many creations of big 2 O's. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to Stoney and Amy.
Now I'm going to ask a question. How many men in the room have a daughter? Okay? So there's a fair number of us around here. There is never a grip that will be tighter on you than when you hold your daughter, your first daughter, for the first time, and she grips your pinky with her little fist. It's a vice that goes around your heart that never lets go. Today, that vice loosened a little because she told me she finally found someone to hold that hand for the rest of her life.
I just welcome Amy into our family. I know my daughter always wanted a sister, so now she has a sister. I'm happy to know that my son, Stoney, is just so happy. I look forward to many happy years with them, and I know that they will have a wonderful future together.
These two are perfect for each other. I don't think I have met a couple more in love with each other than Stoney and Amy. I couldn't be happier for you two.
You have made Amy smile ear to ear since the moment you've entered her life, and I've never seen Amy happier other than when she lived in Vail. But truly, Stoney, you have the biggest heart, and I'm so happy that you are the guy that will be by my sister's side through life. The partnership you've created is one that many couples aspire to create. So keep up the good work, because forever is a long time. The secret to having it all is knowing that you already do.
Anyone that knew me and Stoney in college knew we weren't exactly in the best physical shape. We even made a bet one time to see who could get the fattest. We were both 240 pounds of 240 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. I have since lost my college weight. I still think Stoney's trying to win that bet.
It literally says Cliff Notes of what happened.
Can I see that?
Oh my gosh. You wrote that, Stoney?
Yeah. Yeah. He said he was like, she's not gonna be able to.
Oh my God.
Whoa! He was Kelly. I have literally wrote everyone's card already, knowing yours still needed to be written. I want to read it all out. I'm going to try and not cry during this. Me too. You are truly the most special person in my life. I know we have both found these great guys. But they will never have the bond that we have with each other. You are my rock, even when I want to kick you out of the way. You will always be my sound advice. Be my sound advice and confidant. I've looked up to you for your entire life and still am. You have accomplished so much in your life, and I can't wait to watch you continue as wife and mother. Is there something that you know that I don't? You are beautiful, you're strong, smart, and loving. If there were more people like you in the world, it would be a much better place. I love you so much. Aww. Blamey, signed Blamey. That's my nickname for her.
What are we doing? Oh.
All right.
How do you do like the west side? Like double? Yeah, it's double. Wait. This? Wait. What are we doing? This? Or wait.
That was fit on Thursday.
No, it fits, Mom.
I'm kidding.
I think Stoney's gonna be surprised.
He is. I would never wear this.
You're dancing real close.
Jay. My mom's like, I can't believe we have tie-dyed linens.
Yes,
and I was
sir.
like, I have to stay true to myself somewhere in this.
Exactly. Perfect. Little hippie.
So I'm often asked, you know, as a father of 2 daughters, gee, do you wish that you had girls or boys? And I said, no, because I have Amy.
Yeah, act natural when you cut the cake.
Smallest piece of cake.
That was pretty moist.
You want to start life off that way.
Yeah, that's so perfect.
Thank you guys for everything you guys did.
All right, now
You
you're
guys
everyone
are
who's not here, like our
Yeah.
family. You don't need them.
We're the family now.
CinemaCake, to you guys.